Good morning, world. For the past couple months, Webisode has been a major hit on the internet, and I would like to see what the people have to say about them and what the buzz is about. Now, when we say Webisode, do you know what that means? Do you know where to go watch a webisode? Did you know there's 1,000 different webisode series on the internet right now with different genres such as horror, comedy, sci-fi, and many others? So us at AutoTune News decided to go out to the public and see what they know about webisodes. We're now sending you live to Cherie. Cherie, can you hear me?
Good afternoon, Shadow. I'm currently at Bayshore Town Center, Starbucks, stopping random people doing interviews about webisodes. I have Christian here with me, you guys, doing the web series interviews with me. I guess my first question is, Christian, is how old are you?
28.
How old are you?
27.
27.
27.
How much time do you spend on the internet?
Not
outside of work?
Outside of work. I am not on the computer that much. I would say maybe an hour.
About an hour?
Maybe 1 to 2 hours.
Outside of work, a couple hours a day probably.
About approximately?
I'd say, let's say at least on a work day like that, I'd probably be on the internet for like another maybe 2 hours.
Quite a bit.
Quite a bit?
Yes.
Approximately how many hours? Or
For work or not?
not for work? For fun.
Probably 2 a day.
2 hours a day?
Probably, yeah.
Okay. Have you ever heard of a web series? If not, would you like to watch one?
I have heard of them.
Okay.
I would watch them, but I just don't know where to find them.
Have you ever heard of a web series? If not, would you like to watch it?
Sure.
Yeah, it's just got to be good. I mean, I think as far as that goes, it doesn't take much to make a good show. It just takes good writing, good acting.
I have not heard of it. Your recap, it does sound interesting.
It
Yes,
sounds
I would be
interesting.
interested.
What kind of webisodes would you be interested in?
No.
Well, anything about sports, drama,
Drama.
comedy can't go wrong.
Right.
Easy.
I'd watch probably drama, comedy.
Yeah.
Mostly.
I love the comedy.
Yeah.
Like, I
You just
feel
can't. You can't. It's harder to do explosions on like a webisode budget.
Probably not sci-fi. Probably like a drama.
What device would you prefer to watch your webisodes on? PC, tablet, or mobile?
I mean, ideally, I guess it would be like if I were to purchase one, it would be like an iPad or something.
An iPad?
But right now, it'd be a PC.
Tablet.
Could it be like Netflix? Could you put it from your computer to your regular TV? Would that be an option?
I would say like an iPad.
If that is, that would be the best. And then if not, just like a standard laptop.
So you
PC would
prefer
be
it that
fine.
way if you were
Yeah,
to watch
put it on
it?
the TV.
Put it
Make
on
it
the
bigger.
TV. If you were to watch them during the night, during the daytime, or weekend.
I would say night or weekend.
It'd be best if you could like DVR it in a sense and watch it when you want to. Probably be at night.
At night? Okay.
Maybe occasionally on weekends.
Yeah, just to catch up.
Exactly.
Would you like to see an app for webisodes on like your PC or your mobile?
Yeah. I mean, I've got like the iPhone and stuff like that.
Yeah, I guess. But more so, I mean, if I had an iPad, then I'd probably solve it. Not to mention, I would be like,
Right.
give me a magnifying glass. I don't know, I got bad eyes.
Yeah.
Probably not, because it's just me on the screen.
Yeah, I would tell you exactly.
You will use it? Okay. Would you like to give your input about a web series if you were to watch a web series? Would you go on and blog about it or?
Probably not blog, but if comment.
Okay.
It was something I really liked.
Yeah.
If it was like The Wire, I'd be like, this is the greatest show ever.
Right.
I would comment.
Yeah. If it was really good, I might.
Yeah, certainly.
As it seems for Bayshore Town Center, that a lot of people don't know about web series or have heard of them. So, Blue, are you there?
Yes, Cherie, I hear you loud and clear. Well, Cherie, I conducted some interviews with a younger generation earlier today, and the results that I got was totally different from the ones you received. How old are you?
I'm 9 years old. My name is Jordan. I'm 6 and I live in Milwaukee.
Your name?
Jaden.
Jordan, do you spend time on the internet?
Not so
What can you
much.
tell me about a webisode?
You usually watch it on the computer,
Okay.
and it will give you like some parts of the show or just the whole show.
Kind of.
You said you don't spend a lot, so when you do spend a little time on the internet, what kind of webisodes do you watch?
I watch So Random, Ant Farm, and Wizard of Bubbly Place.
How much time do you spend on the internet approximately during the day?
Probably like 30 minutes.
When you go on the internet, do you go on a computer or iPad? What do you go on?
Computer.
On a computer.
If there was anything for you to log on the computer after you watch your webisode and make a comment on the webisode, would you like to do that next week episode? Would that be
Yes.
great?
Because it would be good for the kids to give an opinion that they would like to see on the script of what they would be doing.
When you do watch your shows, what do you watch it on?
TV.
TV? You prefer TV over computer?
Mhm.
And he told us a lot about webisode. It shows us further that younger generation know more about webisode than the older generation do.
Well, there you have it, folks. You be the judge of webisodes. Do you watch them? You can catch more about the webisode series at 10 o'clock news from AutoTune News Station. Thanks for tuning in. Bye.